mansion. My presence disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new Bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no, no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, who's you? My shawty pulling up.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ford Tokyo. Man 5-7. Go. 120. Please win.
On first down, Wentz. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play.
No.
So you might as well have not even had the penalty.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of 4. It'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
81, 81.
Wentz to throw on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malik Collins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Great 15, great 15.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And shedding through the tackle.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brought in left side by Snead. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now a handoff to Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson now. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Pass incomplete. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
From the gun, Jackson. And Wilson has it. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Sunday. 40, 82, 40.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sunday. 81.
Wentz now on first down. Room to run inside the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Great 15.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And now it's blocked. And the Niners have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They're able to locate Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from the desert after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dumping it off for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Run, run. Great, great.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
82, 82. Shorty.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. He gets away from 1. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Great 15, great 15. 81, 81. Great 15, great 15. Run.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So now he's He equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They begin with a run by Miller. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hey, watch 85. Watch 85. Watch quick! Watch quick! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. He is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Hang in there now. Liz. 82, 82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, he was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? An interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws. It away. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Back to the air on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Gone! Detroit!
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Come on now, let's go. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down.
Here we go. 120. Got three down. Hey, empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On is the punter King to send it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now Jackson on second down. Launching one for Henderson. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Gordon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That goes for a gain of 31. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Ah!
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Jackson to throw. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Lamar Miller in the final minute. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime